What is up, future millionaires? Well, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike the Investor, and today we're going to be touching on Gala Games' $5 billion ecosystem investment. What is that money going into? We're also going to be touching on their strategic partnership with the legend Snoop Dogg himself. He used Gala Games to launch his first NFT album, and this also essentially created the first decentralized music record company in the world. And based off of my research, he has already sold over 17,000 out of the only 25,000, which has made Snoop Dogg already $85 million because it's 5,000 per stash bag, which is crazy. And so we're going to be diving into all of that in this video. Now, I do have timestamps in the description below, but before we actually dive into the first part of this video, I want to take a brief second to talk to you about Crypto.com, one of the fastest growing exchanges in the world today, and you can actually purchase over 250 cryptocurrencies on Crypto.com, and Gala Games is one of those cryptocurrencies. You can also earn passive income on your crypto as well as stable coins as well. Now, you can also use the Crypto.com app as well if you want to use it for different price alerts or just tracking different cryptocurrencies. Now, one of the top benefits for Crypto.com is they offer metal Visa debit cards that you can earn anywhere from 1% up to 8% back in Crow rewards when you spend your card. And they also have other additional benefits as well that you can get depending on which card that you choose. Alright, so if you want to check out Crypto.com, there will be a link in the description below. But now let's go ahead and dive into the price chart briefly of Gala Games just to look at a few stats right after this. Welcome back to the channel, crypto investors. We are now on CoinGecko, and the market is a little bit red right now. As we can see, for the entire market, we are around 2.8%, and the market is under 2.1 trillion. Now, as you look at Gala Games, currently ranked number 59 out of the top 100 according to CoinGecko's ranking, and we can see Gala Games is definitely down quite a bit today at 6.7%, around 33 cents per token. Now, as you look at the market cap, 2.5 billion, and circulating supply out of the total supply here, 7.5 billion out of the 36.8 billion, and then you have the max supply, which is 50 billion. And so if we move down briefly just to the price chart, with all the great news that's been happening with Gala Games, last year was a crazy year for Gala Games. If you can just look at the 1 year, up over 2,000%, which is a 20x, which is crazy. And so if you understand the power of Gala Games, none of this is financial advice, but if you can look at this from a long-term perspective, this is a beautiful hold if you're looking, long-term down the road. Gala Games have some of the top developers and game people building on Gala Games, and now you can see you have Snoop Dogg, who had just launched his first NFT album, which we're going to be looking at here in a second. And so because of the huge run-up that Gala Games saw, it is very expected to see very nice consolidation, which I believe, we are going to see higher prices in the future. However, it's kind of in a gray area because with the market pumping up a little bit, Gala Games didn't really follow, and so it's kind of still been down despite the good news that's been coming out. However, I do think that's a good thing because it does allow us to accumulate at lower prices, because eventually we all know pressure busts pipes. But now let's go ahead and dive into a few other stats of Gala Games before we dive into the main two pieces of news for this video. So here we have the CEO of Gala Games, and you can see he was the co-founder of Zynga. Now, looking at just a couple milestones here for the Gala Games ecosystem, the most expensive NFT sold was for 3 million. They currently have about 1.3 monthly active users. They have a team of 90 plus, and they've already sold over 26,000 total NFTs. If you briefly just go over to their Twitter, you can see they have over 300,000 followers, so they have a large fan base and still continuing to grow. And so Gala Games, I actually did my first video on this project late in November of last year, and so this will be the third video of me making on Gala Games. So now let's go ahead and dive into their $5 billion investment in their ecosystem and what actually is this money actually going into. into. Let's check it out. Alright, so the headline coming from Blockworks, Gala Games to plow $5 billion into NFT expansion efforts. And we're going to be digging into what exactly does that money go into. This came out around February 8th of 2022. So I just got a few parts highlighted here. Blockchain gaming studio Gala Games confirmed Monday it will allocate $5 billion within the next year to expand its NFT offerings. Now, the startup will begin pouring capital into music, movies, and theme park NFTs, also known as non-fungible tokens. Now, out of the $5 billion allocated to Gala Games NFT expansion, $2 billion is expected to go to gaming. Another $1 billion will be allocated for studio music ambitions, another $1 billion for movies, and then the last $1 billion will be for the theme park NFTs for Gala Games. Now, if you remember, late last year in December, Gala Games made the announcement how they made a $100 million investment in their entire ecosystem to expand it as a whole. Far as developments, I also did a video on that as well. You can check that video out right here. But as we can see, Gala Games is making further investments in not to just one part, but multiple parts. And we're going to actually dive into how the strategic investment with Snoop Dogg himself, the legend, how this actually created the first decentralized record music company in the world called Gala Music. Let's check it out. And so this is coming from medium.com, from Gala's blog. So this is completely coming from them itself. Welcome Snoop Dogg to Gala Music. As we move on down, I got a few parts highlighted here. We are dropping Snoop's latest record, BODR. Snoop Dogg just purchased Death Row Records, so it's a huge accomplishment for him. And so on the blockchain, and tracks are being sold as NFTs that you will find later in the stash box NFTs. Now, stash boxes are available now in limited supply for a limited of time, and we're going to briefly take a look at kind of what's involved in the stash box. So essentially, Gala Music is the first decentralized record company. We will show fans and supporters the power of listen to earn, artists the power of support in the Gala Games ecosystem, and music corporations the power of reasonable and fair allocations of rewards. And they also have some great news that's going to be coming out actually today sometime, which is February 11th. Now, as we move down to the stash box here is some of the information. We're going to go over to the Gala Music page here in a second, but just for some of you who kind of want to know what's all included, you're going to get invited to private concerts, a limited edition custom commemorative chain, which is the Snoop Dogg Death Row Records, and then ongoing VIP membership benefits. Now, this is for people who collect all 17 of the different tracks of the actual music album. And so moving on down here, you can see this is a limited time of the supply. Stash boxes cost $5,000. There's only 25,000 available, and Snoop Dogg has already sold 17,000, which is equivalent to $85 million. So let's go ahead and go over to the Gala Music page dedicated to, Snoop Dogg's new blockchain NFT album. I'm not going to play the song just because of copyrights, but he does kind of give you a sample. And if you know how Snoop Dogg is, he got that super chill vibe going on. So it's super dope. But this is kind of the page. As you can see, I got the URL right up here for you, so you can go ahead and check it out yourself. You can listen and earn apparently to Snoop. He also has a 30-second clip here that's super dope that he kind of explains what's going to be coming in the stash box for the people who actually purchase it. Here you can see you got the limited edition Death Row Bling. This is the chain that you would get if you collect all 17 tracks, which is actually pretty dope. If we move over here, you got special concerts, and then you have parties at Snoop's LA mansion, which is super dope as well. And then here is the stash box that you see that is currently out right now. And if I click on buy now, it will take you to the page, but it will automatically start playing some of his music, and I don't want to get any copyright strikes. And so here is the play and earn with music NFTs. And you can see from the picture here, they have the Spider Tanks game featuring Snoop Dogg's music, which I think is pretty dope. So here you have it. This is the page dedicated to Gala Music, which of course is featuring Snoop, which pretty much creates, as they mentioned in their blog, the first decentralized record company, which I think is huge. And I want to briefly just show you some numbers. If we go back to this real quick, let me pull up my calculator. I want to show you something. He's already sold 17,000, right? So 17,000, and we're going to times this times 5,000. because that's how much each one of these stash boxes cost. $85 million that Snoop Dogg has already made. This is crazy. And he isn't the only one who's launched an album. There's other people like Nas, Tory Lanez, just to name a couple. And so this is definitely a big deal, not just for Gala Games ecosystem, but for the music industry as a whole, coming into blockchain, which is also going to bring the masses with them, because we know how powerful and how strong music is. And so I believe this is huge, and it goes to show Snoop Dogg's belief in Gala Games, because if you remember, Snoop Dogg built his metaverse compound in the Sandbox metaverse, but now he's using Gala Games to launch his first NFT using Gala Games and the strategic partnership called Gala Music. So this is huge in my personal opinion, with them already saying they're investing $1 billion into the music side with this $5 billion investment. And so yes, I'm bullish on Gala Games. However, it is a long-term hold for me. I'm looking to buy more in my personal opinion, but remember, I am not a financial advisor, so you want to do your own due diligence before investing in any cryptocurrencies or NFTs of that matter. So if you stuck with me this far into the video, I want to say thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And most importantly, if you gain some value from the video, definitely smash the like button. But remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, always invest in yourself, and I'm out.